thank everybody from Jay Martin and the VRIC crew for inviting us today. Have a look at the forward-looking statements at your leisure. Let's talk a little bit about myself and talk about Strikepoint. How I like to construct a company is to put three pillars of value into it. We have a high-grade backstop of value within the Golden Triangle, very close to where Dolly Varden Silver's project is. It's called the Porter and Willoughby series of projects. They're past producers, 2,500 grams per ton of production, about 2 million ounces of silver produced. The management team is myself, Paulo Santos, who is in the back corner. Paulo was part of Northern Empire with me. He was also part of Caliber. He was also part of Newmarket. We also have Knox Henderson, formerly of Great Bear within the team. He took that stock from 15 cents to $29. What we've also put into the company is an exploration upside, and that's what's going to drive value for shareholders, and that's what I'm going to be talking about mostly today. This is a slide that I stole from Joe Mazumdar. Know where you are on the curve. Nevada, we're focusing in Nevada, and we're in an early stage project. It's pre-discovery, but that's where you have an opportunity to make the ultimate win for an ultimate growth for shareholders and really drive value. We'll take this project and this company as far as we can on that generation of value for shareholders, and then we'll make an exit. Why do I focus in Nevada? This is the reason why the company scouted me. It is the tier one jurisdiction. This is where all the majors go to play. This is where US goes for mining. You can obviously be very famous in Nevada for its gold exploration and its silver mining. They also do things like diatomictus earth mining for makeup clay products, but it is a very mature district, and everybody in Nevada understands mining. In terms of what we've done for catalyst for the company, we acquired this project from Origin Royalties about a year ago. We did all the boot work in 2023. We were fairly quiet on the marketing side because we had a drill concept and we wanted to take that to a drill target. So we did the boot work, the geophysics, the soil sampling, the mapping, the permitting. Permits are in hand. Nevada is a very quick area to permit, so we're ready to go. Did a little bit of geophysics in 2024, and we're expecting to be drilling on this Cooperite Gold project February 26th of this year. Why the Walker Lane? In Nevada, there's several belts, trends of mineralization. The Walker Lane is probably the most underexplored. There's been recent success within the Walker Lane, both on a technical discovery point of view and in terms of M&A. I ran a company called Northern Empire. We took an asset, we bought it for $10 million from a producer, Imperial Metals. 16 months later, we sold that asset for $120 million to Coeur Mining. Subsequent to that transaction, Coeur sold the asset to Anglo Gold as part of their consolidation of the Beatty district. They sold it for $200 million. I actually got a little bit of grief from shareholders as to why I didn't hold on for the bigger win. And it was 4 years later, and I don't know what the dilution would have been. And the point is when you get a management team that knows what they're doing, we did what's right for shareholders. We went out at the all-time high, and we worked there to create value. 4 years later, we might have gone out for a $200 million takeout, but the dollar per share would have been different. And I can't say that it would have been at the all-time high. I knew what I was getting, and so I did what's right for shareholders. But there's been a lot of M&A in the area. $600 million consolidating the Beatty district, which is where I used to be. And to the north of us, about 15 miles, Centerra came in for a $200 million or up to $230 million transaction to acquire another project called Gemfield. Looking at the project, it's about 3 hours outside of Las Vegas. Very easy to get to. It's a very easy place to explore. You fly into Las Vegas. Anybody in the world can get to Las Vegas and get to site. Hop in your F-150 at the rental agency. 3 hours later, you're on site. We acquired this because of my connections in the area. I had a long history with Origin, who we acquired this project from. Patty Nichols and I, and actually Bob Singh from Great Bear, were in Red Lake together years ago. but Patty knows what I can do with a project and the capital that we can bring with the assistance of our team, which includes Sean from the previous talk. In terms of the geology, it's very similar to the nearby Silicon discovery. So we've got Silicon has got a silica cap, much the same as what we do. It's a caldera structure, step down. We've got the same things. At Anglo Gold, their second hole went into the deposit and made the discovery. 380 meters down the hole, they had 100 meters of 0.8 grams per ton. In Nevada, that's a big deal. You've got the grades, you've got the widths, and in Nevada, you're looking for a big bulk tonnage target. This has never been drilled before. There's a little quirk in the history of Nevada that preserved this opportunity. It's right beside the highway, 3 hours outside of Las Vegas. It's an odd thing that such a great exploration target is still preserved. But what happened historically is that the US government was permitting Yucca Mountain, which was going to be the US's nuclear repository for nuclear waste. They needed an access road in, and that was through cuprite and that was through Silicon. There was a staking moratorium that was in place. That moratorium got lifted in the late 2010s, and Anglo Gold acquired the Silicon project from Origin, went out and made a 4.2 million ounce discovery. Cuprite was also caught up in that staking moratorium, so it's never been drilled. It's a 12 square kilometer alteration signature beside the highway in Nevada, and it's never been drilled. What we're looking at here, forgive the geologist in here, it's a caldera play. So you see a very large ancient volcano, a big circle structure. There's where Silicon is. About 20 million ounces of gold, it would be my estimate in this area right here. We're the next caldera up. It's called the Stonewall Mountain caldera. Big alteration at surface, but again, never been drilled. To the north of us is the Gemfield caldera, or Goldfield caldera. This was actually, at one point in time, the largest city between the Mississippi and San Francisco. Back in the day, this is where they would do heavyweight championship of the world fights. And Centerra has bought a 4 million ounce deposit from Waterton there. In terms of what we've taken the company from, we did a lot of the boot work in early in 2023. We did the acquisition. It was the original property just covered the soil anomaly. It was about just over 20 square kilometers of property. We took that up to 44 square kilometers. We also did the soils work. We get up to 7 grams per ton soils, mercury in soils, which is what you're looking for. High level in the system. Team here identified the various cross structures. Kyle Larson who was one of the mappers, is in the room somewhere. His team identified these east-west structures and as well as identified these north-south structures. We did geophysics, identifies a 6 kilometer long structural corridor that's never been drilled, but is showing all the indications of a big gold deposit. So we're ready to drill. You see the white little dots on there. That's our drill program. 5,000 meter program starting on February 26th. It's going to be RC. Budget for that program is about $1.1 million, just over $200 a meter. We also retain our Golden Triangle properties. This is the backstop of value that I like to put into the company. These are very high grade silver resources. They're just down by Stewart. But the company has made a decision. We wanted to pivot into being a year-round exploration company. They went out, they scouted me, Sean, and the board of directors, and they wanted to do something in Nevada so that we could get year-round news flow for the team. We do retain these properties, very high-grade silver resource. You do the math on that, it's over 700 grams per ton. This is the terrain that we're dealing with. It is the north, it is Stewart, and so you're dealing with steep terrain and rugged conditions. But this is an area that has got an active mining history. This gentleman right there is around the conference. That's Bruce McLeod's, that is Rob McLeod's cousin. He was the CEO of Sabina Gold Mines, which just got sold, and he's a very active player in the mining industry. There's a lot of history in this area and a lot of future in it with companies like Dolly Varden and people that are doing good work in here. We chose to go to Nevada because of my history. I've got experience in Nevada. I've had success in Nevada. And I find that it's a very good place for people to work. And I think that we're on to a very good discovery and good potential down in Nevada. Sean, the team, shareholders include Eric Sprott. It's a very similar structure to what Dolly Varden Silver has put together. Sean and the team did a great job before I came in. Treasury, client cash and receivables, we're funded to do the drilling, and we're ready to go. I'm out of time. Thank you very much.